Autism. It provides quite a dissimilar manner in which autistic individuals view the world in comparison to neurotypical individuals that control the world for the most part. And with that being said, society often makes it next to impossible for autistic individuals to be able to succeed in life. And according to the Autism Society in 2020, quote, 35% of young adults ages 19 to 23 with autism have not had a job or received any postgraduate education after high school, end quote. And though that is a lot lower of a percentage than one often thinks in regards to autism and how it affects the workforce, that's still a lot of people that cannot properly support themselves in the manner in which they wish to be. And this is all due to the manner in which our society is constructed and organized. For society is controlled by these neurotypical individuals who will only allow people to succeed if they think that the way that they do. And as a pre-nursing student, I am minoring in sociology, and what that means is I have had the opportunity to learn how the brain works and how these different disorders have affected the way in which society functions and responds to it. And with that being said, people have this preconceived notion about what autism is, and that is a horrible condition to which it leaves the affected rendered unaccepted and unwelcomed by society. And this is not in any way acceptable. So in my speech, I will be addressing people with autism and how they are treated in our society, as well as how we as a people can more generously welcome their ways of thinking. So first I will discuss the problem which how autism affects the way that people think, and as well as how these individuals with autism are treated, and then I will tell you how we can better accommodate autistic individuals in our society. Furthermore, as we further explore the implements of the world, we can better understand how autism affects the way autistic individuals think, and as well as how these individuals are treated in our society. And with that being said, due to society's strong influence, autistic individuals try to hide the fact that they are autistic and force themselves to see the way that that neurotypical individuals see it, which really keeps them closed and they can't be themselves, which is not acceptable. With that out of the way, according to the Southwest House in 2020, autistic individuals cannot understand, quote, the implications of words, end quote, wherein words can appear to be simply, quote, literal, and the connotations, quote, between them are not properly connected. And this is where communication in our society goes a bit awry with autistic individuals, for that communication is not properly directed. And additionally, these individuals are treated in most cases like school, due to the fact that nobody really wants to be around school, no one wants to go to school. But we're required to by law. But in regards to autism, we are required to by our morals, the drive of us being human, to have compassion towards one another and to accept one another and to not spread hate. And that being said, individuals who happen to have autistic friends have more patience, as well as, quite honestly, a lot more fun, because a lot of autistic individuals see the openness of life, which really helps to bring a bit of joy instead of thinking about the way that neurotypical individuals view the world. And whenever preconceptions of autism are not met, though it may be seemingly complimenting them, what it really does is it implements these stereotypes onto the autistic individuals, because they couldn't possibly be autistic, they don't look autistic. And uniquely, as we've discussed the ways in which autism affects the way that people think, as well as the way in which these individuals are treated, we'll now dive into how we can better accommodate people with autism in our society. And due to the fact that autism is not necessarily in a state of power or authority. It's the neurotypical individuals that are in power. And with that being said, the neurotypical individuals make it hard for anybody to succeed if they don't see the world the way that they do. However, there are ways that we can change that to help our autistic friends and family succeed in life. And one is, which we can do, is to adjust our expectations. We can slowly but surely provide a better means for autistic individuals to triumph in whatever aspect of life they so seek. And they won't be confined to living in a specific part of life to where they can never advance or grow further. And where, at least according to the HRSA, Maternal and Child Health, we must share share ASD materials through media outlets targeting immigrants and refugee communities, because no matter who you are or how you live, you make up our society. And even though we are human, we have a very difficult time demonstrating compassion with one another. However, compassion is what we need the most in order to get our society to where it needs to be for our friends and family to succeed in life. Moreover, we must, through compassion, at least according to Boise, a registered nurse, produce, quote, better communication between ourselves and autistic individuals, and it will help relieve frustration, and as well it may lead to a better behavior, end quote. And this is what we strive for. And now that we've gone over both the negative aspects to which autism is affected in a society and how we can better provide for those autistic individuals, we will now go over the important aspects to which we have discussed. And the manner in which autism is addressed is overwhelmed overall by the neurotypical individuals holding power. And this is greatly displeasing. And through my speech, I discussed how autistic individuals are treated in our society, as well as how we as a people can better accommodate them. And today we talked about how autism affects the way that people think, as well as how individuals with autism are treated. And then I discussed how we can better accommodate people with autism in our society. And so let us not judge each other for what we cannot control, but rather adjust our expectations and show compassion.